a drug dealer, a pimp, a hooker, mysteries, clones, conspiracy theories. What up, y'all? It's your boy Infamous, but you can call me M3bullet. Welcome back. Okay, I'm gonna review Netflix's They Clone Tyrone. It's an awesome, conspiracy, sci-fi film. If you guys don't mind, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Check me on Art. The links to everything is down below. The movie starts out with this kid named Junebug. He was working for this drug dealer dude named Fontaine. He pretty much is hired to snitch to tell him that someone's on his turf. And someone was on his turf. Him and Fontaine kind of roll up to this dude that Junebug was talking about. They rolled up and they saw him. And Fontaine drove around and kind of hit the drug dealer in the car. With the car. I mean, he hit the drug dealer with the car. My bad. Anywho, Fontaine took the dude money, and this drug dealer dude said that Isaac, this drug dealer dude, he's gonna come get him. I guess he's his brother or something. And after he took his money and everything else, he gives the kid a little bit of the money. And he was and Junebug was hey, where the rest of it at? And Fontaine told him there ain't no rest, and he told him to get home and do some homework or something. And Fontaine was basically doing his normal drug dealer routine. He's pretty much going into some liquor store, getting some liquor, get some scratch off, and giving drink to some wino dude. Later on that night, Fontaine was at his crib. He's living with his mom, I guess. And he made his mom some sandwich, but she was full and everything else. Then there was a knock on the door. Pretty much, there was this dude named Big Moss. He was I guess his partner and his homie telling him what's new in the streets and something. They were chilling, watching TV for a second. Big Moss was went and got something to drink. Fontaine checked his pizza money stash, and he realized that the money is short. And he asked Big Moss. Big Moss says he couldn't find Slick Charles. Slick Charles is this pimp that kind of owe Fontaine some money. So pretty much Fontaine got a little mad and went out and go find him. He went to this red light district where this blonde hooker chick was told him where Slick Charles is. He's at some sort of some motel called the Royal, and behind him, he did not know, but Isaac and that drug dealer dude, that Fontaine hit with his car, he's in a car right behind him, and they were following him. Okay, Yo-Yo, is this hooker, and she was falling out with, Slick Charles. Okay, I'm gonna call him Slick. Pretty much it was, those two were arguing over something, and about some cryptocurrency bullcrap, and how she's leaving the game for good, and she pretty much stormed out the shoot, and Fontaine busted in, pretty much ravaged the whole joint, whatever Slick kind of owes him, and whatever was in crap. The thing that was in his stash was his emergency thing. And anywho, Fontaine got out of the place, and he noticed that there was a car right behind him, and he realized that hey, those are actually Isaac and that dude I hit earlier. So he pretty much tried back out. That didn't work. Fontaine did try to take him on, but he ended up getting shot dead. Fontaine woke up as if the whole thing was some sort of nightmare or something. Then he pretty much was doing his regular normal thing. Getting liquor, playing the scratch off. Then giving some wino, some liquor again. And while he was on his way to the car, he noticed that some dude looking like him kind of was walking around. And some dudes in black vans kidnapped him and stuff. And Fontaine kind of went home. He talked to his mom. His mom's still full, I guess. And Fontaine noticed that something suspicious, something crazy happened. And anywho, Fontaine pretty much went to Slick Charles, and Slick Charles was freaking out, yo, he saw him dead. Slick Charles heard saw Fontaine getting killed, shot dead. And they pretty much went they went out finding Yo-Yo, doing her little thing, and Fontaine kind of asked her yo, did you really see me or heard me actually died and got killed? And all of them were all freaking out a little bit. And Fontaine was driving to this trap house somewhere, and they went inside the trap house, and they noticed that some weird stuff is going on. There's this break room, and there was like this elevator that kind of like led down to some secret laboratory, and it was like really weird stuff, man. And anyway, you see this like white dude wearing like a afro wig dancing to Michael Jackson, and what was it? They were like they geared up and they had their guns, and they were like looking around, and what was it? The white dude with the afro noticed them and noticed the fact that what was it? They were there, and he was like trying to get out. Fonte was like had his gun up to him, and kind of like what was it? Asking like what the heck is going on? And what was it? The white dude with the afro kind of like said, "Yo, you don't want to mess with us." And was Fonte was like, who? Some Charles was like getting some powder, thought it was cocaine or something. But then he started tweaking and acting weird. Then was Fonte like told him to like what was it? Watch this the white dude for a second. And he was Fonte started looking around and he like saw like a body, like someone in a body bag. And he looked out and he found out that bro, they cloned him. And what was it? What was it? Slip Charles ended up shooting a dude. Alarms went off and they pretty much got their behinds up out of there. What was it? Like, everyone was shocking, like, really freaking out, though. And what was it? What was it? They were hiding out at Yo-Yo's grandma's place, and they were arguing a little bit, like, yo, okay, their whole plan was to, like, lay low. Okay, Yo-Yo told, like, everybody lay low, stay cool, chill out. I mean, Fonte was, like, desperate for answers, like, what the heck is going on? And that was just, like, that was some crazy stuff. Okay, they all fell asleep. Yo-Yo and Six Charles like woke up and noticed that Fonte was missing. Fonte kind of like got his like was a big mouse and his crew pretty much like raided that trap house to like find answers and everything else. And what was it? They couldn't find nothing. Like everything from the other night, it was like all gone, man. Like Big Mouse thought that Fonte was tripping. Anywho, Fonte went home. Yo-Yo and Flick Charles kind of like what was it? Meet up at his place, talked to him a little bit, and what was they went out and got some chicken, man. And trust me, like they were like all tripping. Like everybody in the restaurant was like tripping like crazy. Like not like I don't know, acid tripping, I guess. But like everybody was laughing and giggling and all that stuff. And it took him a minute. It took Slick for a minute to like really click things. And he noticed the fact that whatever was in that powder, it's in the chicken too. And what was it? Yo-Yo was like, well, like yo, Fonte, chill, don't pull your gun out. And she went to the manager. The manager was a white dude with an afro. She pretty much was seducing him, trying to get answers. But she was like, what was it? She was in his office, and she was like buying time for something. Anywho, while she was buying time, like making him like go get chicken for her, and all that stuff, she was like rambling through all this stuff, and she stumbled upon some sort of weird audio recording about like somebody recording like this stuff like as an experiment. The white dude in the afro manager dude kind of like, came back, and Yo-Yo was seducing him while she was like looking through the camera footage, and they went out and kind of like left. Okay, time for me to speed this up. Okay, they were like, they was like searching all over town. They found out, they also have mind control hair. The people responsible were doing like mind control products, and communion at a church. They went to a church. They found out like all the people were acting weird because of the whole music and everything else. And after like the church thing was over, they went back there and they found like another little secret little tunnel that leads to a lab. The whole crew kind of like snuck in, pretty much beat up some dudes, took their outfits, and pretty much like been searching around the place, looking around, trying to like figure out more stuff. And they found like a cloning lab where they pretty much do all the cloning stuff. They didn't just clone Fontaine. They cloned Slick too. Bro, they were freaking out, man. They were like legit scared, man. And Fontaine like saw the clone for himself, and he keeps shooting that thing, and the alarm went off. They had to like get up out of there. There was they left out of a strip club, and like everybody in the strip club was under some sort of mind control. They chased them down. Then some like some redheaded white dude, some redheaded country white dude, pretty much was like, yo, you found out where we are. You know that we meet Chester, who was a clone of Fontaine, and it was his bodyguard. And know that Fontaine and Slick were under some sort of mind control, and it pretty much revealing the whole thing was some sort of experiment to like, basically control everybody, to like, just keep the United States united and everything else. And after that whole thing, Fontaine's like, you know what, we ain't not gonna mess with them no more. Yo-Yo was like pretty much was like still trying to like figure out everything else and like trying to like report this stuff. She ended up like getting kidnapped. Slick Charles and Slick and Fontaine kind of like went and got rescue her. And they concocted a little plan, like getting like oh crap, that drug dealer dude and Isaac dude, pretty much get the whole hood together, pretty much like busting all those stores and all that stuff, and pretty much like break in, destroy everything. They managed to like release all the human clones. Fontaine fought like Chester, the clone of him, and Fontaine got shot. He was knocked unconscious by Chester, and he was dragged into like some sort of office. And it turns out the guy behind this whole thing, he's a lead scientist, was actually like the original Fontaine. He's like a really old man, and the whole reason why he did this whole thing was because his brother died, and it wasn't enough to like be like think the same. They had to be the same, and it turns out that was like the clones and the mind control thing. That was not just part of the whole thing. He was planning to turn like everybody black into like literal white people, man. And that was just some crazy stuff, man. Anywho, like epic shoot, they managed to rescue Yo-Yo and Slick Charles and they had like a little gunfight, and it was like really awesome though. It was really cool. Anywho, they pretty much destroyed the shoot and pretty much like got everybody out of there. And Yo-Yo is officially retired. Slick Charles, same with him too. And Fontaine, they were like, alright, we're done with this stuff. Let's go to Memphis. And that was pretty much it. What up, y'all? Okay, I gotta admit though, that was a good movie though. That was really good. They called Tyrone. I mean, the story was really good, the storyline was compelling, and know that the social commentary was really good. Like, bro, any movie that Jamie Foxx is in, we all know that's bound to be a good action flick. That's it. I mean, at first, I didn't really want to watch it at first, but after scrolling through the internet a little bit and I heard the reviews were good, I thought I might as well review it myself though. Okay, John Boyega, you know, the dude who played Finn? Okay, his acting was really good. And Teyana Paris, okay, I'm not gonna lie, she fine, man, she fine. Okay, I gotta admit, like, they made the whole movie, I mean, the movie is set place in this current time period, but yet everything looked like it was something from the 90s, honestly, with the clothes and the clothes, the shoes, and the tech. Even, like, the box TVs, man. If there's no like 90s or 2000s to you, I don't know what is, man. Because like they started making box TVs like I think at least 20 years ago. But the point is, man, like this movie was really good. I mean, it was like Get Out, but like with a lot more twists into it. Like there was like more twists, and I gotta admit, that was a good like plot twist. That the whole mastermind behind this, the dude who's like behind all this science stuff, was actually like Fontaine, but that's not really Fontaine. And I like how like at the end of the movie with the post-credit scene, like John Boyega's other character is actually named Tyrone instead of like Fontaine. To be honest, when I first watched the movie, I thought John Boyega's character was gonna be like Tyrone, and found out there was a clone of him, but it wasn't. It turns out okay, man, it just left me with more questions than answers, and hopefully, like, they at least come up with a sequel, or I guess like a spin-off film or something based on this, because this is good, man. This is real good, and all that, it definitely like pay homage to like old blaxploitation movies. I'm just saying, like, once it comes to blaxploitation movies, I mean, like, for example, like, okay, in case you don't know what okay, where are my manners? Let me slow down. Okay, a blaxploitation was a movie genre back in the 1970s, primarily starring mostly African American cast, and there have been like at least I think like 10, 15 of them. Pretty much like okay, Chef, Cuffy, Dolomite, Black Mama, White Mama. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, The Map, Superfly. I mean, this movie is kind of like, it's like, I guess like a newer generation of like blaxploitation movies, man. I mean, blaxploitations, they were like ahead of this time. Okay, maybe I'll do my own little commentary on that. Point is, like everything from the characters' costumes, specifically Slick Charles and pretty much Yo-Yo's costumes. I mean, they kind of do like pay homages to like all those blaxploitation movies. And I gotta admit, like, it was a very interesting concept. The fact that the government is like doing experiments on people, okay, on black folk in the hood, and all that, that was a really good idea. I mean, like, let's be honest. How likely do you think anyone's gonna suspect that the hood would be like a base of operations for some like secret government like mind control experiment place? And let's be honest, how likely is anyone gonna know anything? Okay, I gotta admit, that was kind of scary, just seeing like the white dude with the afro, man. And the fact that those white dudes in the afro, those were actual black folk. Those were real black folk, man. And that is just scary as hell. Like, God. Okay, I mean, I heard that the writer for this movie was like responsible for like, I guess, Space Jam New Legacy, where he worked on that. And I got, okay, I'll do my little comparison between, I mean, I know there ain't no comparison, never mind. Point is, this movie was really good. I know that they played on stereotypes a little bit with the black folks like liking like fried chicken a lot. I mean, I get that. And what was it? The rap music like making people like do violent stuff? Okay, that is not true. Rap music is never meant for violence ever. I know that if you listen to old school like hip hop before like the 90s and stuff, like none of those like old school hip hop did not like teach about this stuff. But I mean, that's the difference between the older generation of hip hop versus like the newer generation. The older generation were more about like rhyming and telling stories along with the rap. But maybe I'll do a video on that. Maybe do a video on like the history of hip hop. Maybe, I don't know. It depends on if you guys want to see it or if you guys just want me to do something like. Okay, again, like for references to like all this like kind of a record. Let's see. What was it? There was like a little like I think there was a reference to Black Dynamite, which was another kind of parody. What was it? Blaxploitation movie. Which I highly recommend you guys check it out. I mean, it really was a good movie, and I think there was a cartoon that came with the movie. I mean, that came after the movie. Anywho, okay. What was it? Tiana Paris' character, she's kind of like a mini Velma, like from Scooby Freaking Doo. Now that was really, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I gotta admit, it is a compelling story because you never really expect, like, a drug dealer, a pimp, and a hooker, kind of like, figuring out like some sort of government conspiracy on black folks. Like, let's be honest, man. If you know your history, specifically when it comes to black America, you know that black folks have been like this, like country's #1 testing guinea pigs since day one. Like, since day one. I mean, just saying, this movie kind of definitely gives you like Get Out vibes. That 2017 movie about like, okay, I'll do my review on that probably around Halloween. I don't know. But the point is, like, this movie definitely, like, give you, like, I think, okay, besides Get Out, or, I don't know, it kind of gave me, like, Jordan Peele's movie vibes, you know, like, Nope, again, Get Out, and I think, what was it, Us? Okay, I gotta admit, that is really good, insanely good, though. Let's see, what else did I caught, though? I guess that's pretty much it, though. Alright, talking about the movie. Let's see. Calculating, let's see. The comedy could have used a little more extra laughter to it. Maybe they should have, like, added more Lawrence to it. Maybe just to make it a little more funnier. Or, let's see. Martin Lawrence, let's see. No. Let's see, Martin Lawrence. Or Cat Williams. Maybe they should have casted Cat Williams, but okay, I'm still sticking to my statement though. Jamie Foxx is the GOAT, man. He's the GOAT. But I'm still sticking to it though. But they should have added Cat Williams though. That would have probably made it a lot more funnier. Or, I don't know, Cedric the Entertainer, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, the plot twist is definitely like, it's definitely giving a 10 vibe. With like Vontae being... I know that the science fiction was like phenomenal, like I admit. That's very good. Alright. Let's see. By my calculations, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm definitely giving Naquan Tyrone a solid 9, man. It is good. It is good, man. It is good. Alright, guys. Like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, check me out on Art. And guys, I recently got TikTok. So if you guys don't mind, the links to everything is down below. Alright. M3bullet out.